deep into the Christmas season. I hope the Christmas spirit is with you. But the season isn't here yet, or well, the actual holiday isn't here yet, and it's still time before the end of the year for you to make a big sale or multiple big sales. We're here to help you do exactly that. Deep recruiting is all about teaching people in recruiting, staffing, consulting solutions to have the best mindset, to have the best framework, so that you can maximize your success. Each week, we're bringing you short, little lessons that you can apply during the week to help improve your success. We've got a new feature on here we're going to debut today. I'm going to talk about a very specific success my agency has had so that we can incorporate the lessons I'm teaching you into real world examples. If you have any questions, any obstacles, any issues you're dealing with in recruiting and you'd like some help on it, email us, deeprecruiting@teamgtn.com. That email address is in the description. We'd love to see what we can do to help you out. If your email is selected, we will address the topic you want us to live on air, and we'll deliver a solution for you and hopefully everybody else. Remember, a rising tide lifts all boats, and that's what we're trying to do here is to elevate everybody's game. Let's jump in today's topic. And today's topic is really about how you spend your time, your sense of urgency, how you're dealing with new requirements as they come up. And one thing we all know is speed is important. We have to move quickly. We have to get these jobs filled quickly. But a lot of people, they don't really think beyond that initial thought. You know, when you're peeling an onion, they only go one layer deep instead of layer after layer after layer. And there's really a lot more cost every time you delay getting the work done for your client. And by delay, I mean finding the right person. And why you need to put the hammer down and find somebody quickly and efficiently for your customer. That's what they're paying you to do. It's part of what your responsibility is. And the fact of the matter is, the longer it takes you to fill a position, the more it's going to cost you. Even if you fill that job, it's still going to cost you money every day you delay. And you have to have that mindset up here that every day that you goes by that you don't fill a position, it is literally costing you money. And you have to approach it that way. You have to think in those terms. You have to have that sense of urgency that every time I'm not moving the ball down the field, I'm losing money. How are we losing money if let's say we get a full-time opening or a contract open, the contract's going to last exactly 6 months. It takes you a month to fill either role, right? And that contract is still 6 months long. Well, okay, well, did you lose any money? Yeah, you really did. So how did you lose money? One is simply the cost of the amount of time you spent investing in that particular role. If it took you one day to fill a position, you fill that job, you collect the fees you're due, and you move on to the next one. But if it takes you a month, every day you're investing time in it is time you could be spending on something else to also generate revenue. So the opportunity cost of delay, one of the opportunity costs of delay is simply losing the opportunity to work on something else and increase your income. That's one thing. The next thing is, no one likes it when it takes a long time. I never heard a client say, you know what we love about you, Jim, is it takes you forever to fill our job. I never heard that. I've heard a lot of, wow, I can't believe how quickly you found somebody for us. I've heard that a lot, okay? There's the time value of money as well. There's the commissions you earn. There's what you can do with that money. If I collect that commission check on, let's just say February 1, and I take that money and I invest that money, well, that money is going to grow for that entire month, as opposed to if I collect that commission check on March 1st. I'm literally losing a month of the value of that money growing in stocks, in bonds, in whatever investment you want to make. I'm losing that month of investment because I didn't have that sense of urgency. I didn't find the right candidate right off the bat. Your customer is going to get more and more agitated the more time that goes by. they're going to get more and more frustrated. And the experienced among us know one of the big risks there is the funding for that position simply goes away. A month goes by, that position isn't filled. Somebody above your contact may look at that and go, do we really need it? We're going to save some money. Layoffs happen, priorities change, budgets get moved around. So the longer it takes you to fill an open role, the greater risk you're running of actually losing the opportunity to fill it all. And we all know what this other one is. The longer it takes us to fill it, the more chance somebody else can come in and fill it for us, or you might even think against us. It gives our competitor time and opportunity to look better than we are. So when we get a new requisition, we have to put the hammer down. We have to do what it takes to find somebody quickly and efficiently. Maybe that means calling somebody at home and going, hey, I'm working late tonight. Maybe it means working over the weekend. Maybe it means not watching cat videos and actually getting on your search. Maybe it means delaying lunch, delaying that break for whatever it is. Priority has to be servicing your client as quickly and effectively as possible. The more you put your emphasis there and still doing quality work, the more money you're going to make. It's a very simple axiom. The attitude of, I'll get around to it, is the attitude of a loser and the attitude of somebody who's not going to make a lot of money in this business. Okay? There's a story that happened here recently that I think actually kind of nicely illustrates this. We have a very large insurance client, and the requirements are very stiff. There's got to be certain compliance, certain certifications. They have to have a degree. They have to have a lot of different things. And they came to us with one requirement, and there were only a very small handful of people anywhere in our market. We're in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. There was only a small number of people in the market that fit the requirements. Just so happens that three of the people are actually available. There was one opening that we filled very quickly, and now, because we were able to find three highly qualified, hard to find people, the client is actually opening up additional requirements in interviewing those professionals as well. And that's what speed does for you. It's not only making us money on the initial placement, but it's going to earn us profit on the subsequent placements we make, the satisfied client, the additional openings that didn't even exist when we started this process. Why? Because we delivered with speed and efficiency. And that's what I want you to do as well. This has been Deep Recruiting. We do this every Monday at 11 o'clock. We will be switching our time at the beginning of the year, but for now, it's every Monday at 11 o'clock. Hope you tune in every week for a little bit of inspiration. Hear a story about the win. We're going to do a win at the end of every podcast from here on out. And we give you a lesson and a little inspiration, something you can apply to make your career in this business a little bit more successful. Don't forget, we're trying to grow this to 1,000 views every single cycle. And the way to do that is we need your likes, we need your comments. Most importantly, your comments. We could use your reviews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and of course, your shares. Tell everybody about it. Let's rise all of our boats. Let's all be more professional. You can look at our older podcasts. There's a lot of information there. We're going to keep coming up with new topics and new ideas every single week. Have a great week, everybody. I hope the sales go well. There's at least 2 more weeks of selling available to you here in the month of December. I hope you take advantage of it, and have a great week, everybody. Thanks so much.